Hi, this is a lesson on how to make your guitar sound nicer. And I think this is really important because sometimes it's not just us that has to listen to us practicing, it's the people around you. And if you can make your instrument sound better when you're doing even the simplest things, then that's going to be better for everyone. Also, when you're making a nice sound, then you really enjoy playing as well and you want to play more. And so practicing doesn't feel like a chore. So, I'm going to start with a really simple chord. So let's just say an A minor chord. So that's first finger on fret 1 of the second string, and then with your second and third fingers we're going to play frets 2 on string 3 and on string 4. And we don't play the low E string, we just play strings 1 to 5. Now, on some guitars they have, this is an electroacoustic, you have a tone control, and some guitars have, electric guitars for example, have different pickups, so they pick up different places in the neck, like a little microphone. But we have an amazing tone control in our right hand. Let me show you. So if I was going to play with my thumb, we'll just strum with our thumbs at the moment. You can change the tone of the sound depending on where you play in this part of the body. So if I was to play closer towards the bridge, listen to this. The sound is much brighter. And down here, very tinny. You wouldn't often play down there, but I mean, maybe. But when you play up here, where the strings are going to be a bit looser, it's a much more mellow sound. Listen to this. For me, the sweet spot is just where the neck meets the body. You get a really nice blend of the mellow sound and the bright sound. And if you want to play nice and loudly, you play directly over the sound. So when you're playing around chords, even if they're simple chords, try experimenting, finding out where on your guitar is the nicest place for you to play. Also, when we strum, people think about your strumming down, and I often see students with a lot of tension in their hands, like they want to strum down like this. But actually, this arm needs to be really floppy. And what we use is we use the weight of the arm, because our arms are quite heavy. I don't know if any of you have ever fallen asleep on your arm and then hit yourself in the face with it in the middle of the night. But if we use the weight of our arm to carry our thumb down when we're playing like this, so just let your thumb catch on that A string, on that string 5, and then relax the arm, and then it's going to be that we're just going to let it catch on each string as we go down. There we go. And really what we're doing is we're not pushing. One way that people often play, and I'm not saying this should never be done, but people often pull the strings out and you get this horrible snapping sound. I mean, there's the whole styles of music built around that sort of snapping sound. I'm not going to mention them. But if we, with the thumb, I think really the best noise is if we're pushing into the body of the guitar. So we're not pulling out, snapping, we're not pushing down, we're pushing gently in towards your body and the guitar's body. You get a really, really nice sound there. Try playing around some of the chords that you know and just experiment with your thumb, using a heavy thumb. Experiment with a bit of tone on here or down there, and with the heavy arm, and see if you can make a really nice simple sound. Because for all levels, it's nice to be able to, I sometimes see players that can play quite complicated things, but if they don't have a nice tone, if they don't have a nice sound, then it's bad. Anyway, cool, hope that was good. I'll be posting another lesson teaching a song this morning.